The chairperson and founder of debt-laden Chinese real estate developer Evergrande has been forced to cut his stake in the company, according to filings with the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. In today's video, we'll tell you more about this new update related to Evergrande. But before that, make sure you press that red subscribe button along with that tiny bell icon to get updated every time we post new videos. Let's get started. Last week, Evergrande Group was officially announced as a defaulter for the first time, the latest milestone in a months-long fiscal drama that paves the way for a massive restructuring of the Chinese developer. The establishment, Fitch Ratings, said in a statement that it had put the Chinese property developer in its restricted default list. The designation means Evergrande had formally defaulted, but it hadn't yet entered into any kind of bankruptcy filing, liquidation, or other process that would stop its businesses. It's the nature of that coming step bankruptcy, a fire sale, or business as usual that remains unknown. In the United States and numerous other places, bondholders could push an unwilling company into some form of reorganization, generally in court, and divvy up the pieces. The trade of 277.8 million shares sold last Monday to Thursday was due to forced selling by a third party, with whom billionaire Hui Kaiyan pledged the shares. The filing showed that the trader was to implement a security interest in the shares. The documents didn't reveal who the third party was or how much the shares were traded for, but according to Bloomberg calculations, they would be worth around $64 million based on the average Evergrande share price last week. The forced sales cut Hui's stake in Evergrande last Friday from 61.88% to 59.78%, according to the revelations. This latest disposal adds to the list of Hui's personal capital has sold in recent months and comes as the Chinese government has gestured that there will be no bailout for Evergrande, with central bank governor Yi Gang saying last Thursday that Evergrande's incapability to meet its arrears is a market event. Shenzhen headquartered Evergrande is the world's most obliged developer, with $300 billion in arrears, and it's being scrutinized by investors who sweat its collapse could send the rest of the sector and maybe the rest of the world into crisis. Evergrande has yet to make any comment on the missed payments, but it has said it plans to forge ahead with a restructuring of its offshore debt, which will be the biggest in China. A source said that even if local governments were to step by, they would only buy part of Evergrande's assets Wednesday. The authorities won't allow Evergrande to default on its loans intentionally, the source said. Beijing has prodded government-possessed enterprises and state-backed property developers to buy some of Evergrande's assets, Reuters previously reported. China's Central Economic Work Conference said last week enterprises must make self-rescue provisions, while regulators and local governments should draw plans to manage and mitigate financial risks. So that's all for today's video. Let us know your views in the comments section below. And don't forget to like this video before leaving. Thanks for watching.